medical study on the effects of marijuana use confirms that everyone knows you're high and that you'll most likely never stop feeling like this.
Your parents know you're high. Your friends know you're high. Strangers on the street know you're high.
Welcome to Everyone Knows You're High. Hosted by Uncle Kalei.
You're gonna never come back, you know, all that stupid shit.
And Uncle Erik.
If I could retreat away.
Yeah, you should definitely try that.
This is forever. This is the new reality.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Again. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Everyone Knows You're High, starring the Grow Guru.
Hello.
And myself, Uncle Erik. I switched it to Uncle Erik just because Erik is too short. It's only like one syllable. Erik. It's two, actually, but it just sounds too fast, so I'm slowing it down, saying Uncle Erik now.
There you go. I like that.
Because the Grow Guru is like, you know.
Is that 5 or 6 syllables?
The Grow Guru 4.
Oh.
But still, yeah. I was feeling inadequate next to your name, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
From now on, you can call me Uncle Erik. Right?
Uncle Erik.
This thing in my headphones is really irritating, but whatever.
Push through it, buddy.
Yeah. We're in,
Auntie's garage?
Yep, Auntie's garage, sorry. Yes, we're back in your auntie's garage. A little different, you might notice. A little more sophisticated looking.
It's the CGI with the change up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We told them about that earlier.
Yeah, that little technology.
Yeah, so we upgraded, just, changed it from gray to matte black, and now it's quite yins.
Yeah. We felt that everyone was kind of like feeling the black vibe, you know? So bring it on back.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look as jailish, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It feels more studio-y.
Sorry, Auntie.
Sorry, excuse me. So how have you been, sir? It's been a while, feels like.
Fuck, I've been good, man. I've just been focusing on the shop, Got little projects coming out with the shop, some new projects. Trying to focus on, we were talking about the soil earlier last year. We ran into some roadblocks. We're coming back with that, with the soil company. So we plan on releasing the soil, this first release as early as next week, man. So if we can do that, get the soil out to people, it'll be made in Hawaii, sourced locally. Everything is sourced locally. We have inoculations done via IMOs, so indigenous microorganisms.
So it already comes
preloaded.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
And do you have a name for this brand of soil yet?
I'm leaning towards sacred land soil because Hawaii is a sacred place, and this is where we get our ingredients from. Fully sustainable. I want it to represent Hawaii in all different facets of growing, not only cannabis, for sure, we want the people in cannabis fucking crushing off that soil. I notice people come in a lot for Fox Farm and stuff like that. What people don't realize is, those are outsourced materials. Those are materials that's why? Why are we going there? Why are we fucking... Because it's proven to be good. Yeah, but, dude, at any point in time, these guys, their recipes can alter, and it can just fuck somebody up. So, want to have something that's readily available, that's, made here in Hawaii. You don't have to go far, and, if you run into problems, I'm here to help. So, it's one-stop shop.
You don't have to call customer service in Bangladesh to get your questions answered.
Yeah, or get a big fuck you and someone hangs up on you, you know what I mean?
Wait, what kind of business would do that to their customers?
Dude, the same business, and I won't mention the name of the business.
Mention it.
Bought Fox Farm. Bought a fucking bag of soil and had a beer bottle inside and cut my fucking hand on a beer bottle.
What?
Cha. That's why I took it off my shelves, because for one, they're compost sourcing was from another area.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't allowing it to break down in time. The pH on that was like 5.5 coming out the bat.
Yeah, but a glass bottle would never break down.
Yeah, and that just tells me that they're careless on how they're sifting their compost, right? So you should never, ever be fucking worried about sticking your hands in a bag of soil, ever.
And cutting yourself or anything.
Let alone cut yourself.
Getting
you know?
bitten by a centipede.
Right, and let's talk about like pathogens that Hawaii is not used to. So by bringing in soil, you're essentially opening our ecosystem up to foreign pathogens.
Shit, yeah.
Yes.
Before we go any further, I want to mention behind the scenes tonight we have the incomparable Bud Nayked himself
Oh,
running the boards and running the sound.
yeah.
Because Turtle Doves is off making the world a better place.
Swimming around, flying around.
Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsor, Solidify.
Oh, yeah.
Kind
Let's solidify.
Small Kind High. Appreciate you guys a lot.
Small Kind High by Solidify.
Yes. I always fucking mess that up. That's why I think that should be ours.
Your boys.
Meat Lux. Shout out to Meat Lux. Shout out to Dynasty Genetics. And yeah, man. We're going to keep everybody going. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot. More than you guys ever know. So this is our thankful joint, right?
Yes, but I also want to give a special shout out to Brutal Mars Arts for hooking us up with this lovely logo. Bing! Which camera, am at? Wide? I don't know if you can see it there. Let's do what people do when they show nugs. They do this, yeah.
Yeah, why is that? Oh, because
The
the focus.
focuses.
Yeah.
But regardless, yeah, shout out to them. If you want some of these stickers, be sure to check out the, what, 4th annual?
Fuck, no way. It's like 6th annual.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm getting a call from my mother-in-law.
Uh-oh.
Give me a second.
So for those who don't know, can I tell everybody?
Yeah, they know already, but we'll talk about
Okay. Erik has a special event coming up, and we're loving that guy. So, yes, staying frosty for Erik. But I don't know. I think it was like the 6th annual Cannabis Expo. We're gonna be there alongside Relic and Dynasty. We're sharing a booth with those guys, so you can come out, talk story with us, buy some seeds. I'll have a little special care package ready if you guys grab some genetics from Professor P. Yeah, dude, and then we're just gonna keep on plugging away at trying to serve the public with options.
You talking about anything else going on?
No, that the soil was kind of the main concern right now. We're bringing on more companies in the shop that I believe in. You know, like Mills is probably the showcase nutrient line that we're bringing in for the bottle newt side of everything. Biosynthetic is the way to go if you want to run a fucking turnkey grow. So Mills, we'll have them in. We just got a fucking fresh package from Organics Alive. Those are another fucking badass nutrient company. You know, if you're keyed up with your plants and you're done with the KNF method, the KNF method is based off fermentation, right? A lot of their shit is microbial fermented. Yeah, so granulars and water solubles. So there's a lot of shit you can do with their nutrient line. So we'll have all that shit at the shop. We have it in stock right now, but we want to make sure that, you know, everybody has an option, yeah? Because I don't want to just, I tell this to a bunch of people coming in. I don't want to just tell people like, all right, buy this. And they buy it and they fucking, you know, we collect their money and that's it. Like, we want to make sure that they know what they're buying and they can troubleshoot their plants based off of what they've bought, you know? They got a lady, she does Manoa lettuce. I mean, she knew what she was doing, you know? She came in, she said, I want blood meal, I want this castings, and, you know, Pro-Mix. She brought some Pro-Mix too. So she knew exactly what she was doing. And, you know, we just want to cater to those people. I want to give them options. You know?
Yeah.
Not so much like funnel everybody to a line, more so like, here's a section and you can go and pick through that section, or here's another section. You have the option of going back and forth or whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, some people want to do it themselves, so they'll start with a base and they'll build the whole soil. And I want to offer too is like, we have classes for that, you know, like in-house, we have classes that teach people how to build the soil, how to fucking properly veg their plants, properly clone. And it's not only cannabis, it's fucking a wide variety.
Okay, light that joint because we got to smoke it real fast because I got to go.
Oh,
Yeah. So for the people who, did you say? No, yeah. Okay. So my wife is pregnant. I'm sure we talked about it.
Okay.
Right? And her due date was the 23rd.
Monday.
It's now the 26th. So she's 3 days overdue. And her water just broke.
Oh!
She's at home. She was telling me, nah, don't come home. Just wait. We have time. But like, I'm going to go home, but let's smoke this joint real fast because.
What? That's not like we need to go now. Water breaking
That's
situation.
his kid, bruh. He's a crafty.
He's like,
veteran.
yeah, I'll be home after smoke this joint, babe.
I was told outside that you have like up to 12 hours, but I mean, I don't really feel like waiting much longer either. But because we're doing this thankful joint, I just want to take a few hits, say what I'm grateful for, and then I got to pack my shit up. But you guys can leave the computer. You guys can record.
Well, I'm thankful for fucking
Up to you guys.
always having new opportunities, always having fresh starts. Never our page is never closed. There's always a second, third, fourth try. So to fucking just call it a day and give up, you know, like, nah, that's not in question. So I just like the fact that I'm grateful for the fact that we have second chances. And the
that's
fact
funny?
that you're having
Nice.
a baby. Oh.
I have a tattoo on my wrist that says second chance.
In no way, shape, or form was that related.
You knew. He was trying to just butter me up.
Yeah, I was looking at your wrist the whole time.
This is going to sound cheesy, but I'm thankful for my wife for making it through this pregnancy. It wasn't the easiest for either of us, more for her, but because she's doing all the work. But I didn't make it easy. But I'm thankful that it's time. By this time tomorrow, I'm sure the baby will be here.
Hell yeah.
In addition to that, being thankful for that, I want to also just hope for like a safe delivery, and you know everybody's healthy at the end of it and
Yes.
safe.
Yes.
But after this, I gotta fucking go.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Mrs. Uncle Erik, good job. Good job.
Shout out to you, Bunny. Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
powerful mother.
Powerful mom, dude.
Yep.
Fucking killing it. Killing it. So, are you going to name your new son after me?
Well, we don't know what it is, boy or girl. So
It'll be a
but
boy. It'll
if
be a
it is
boy.
Surprise.
The answer is still no.
Nah.
What are you thankful for?
Kalei's a boy.
Thankful
and a girl
for mothers.
name.
How
Yes.
about that?
Yes.
Thankful for mothers, or we would not be here.
Thank you for all the moms out there.
Putting in that work.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yep, hoping for the best. Everything goes good. 10 fingers, 10 toes, you know?
Yes.
All of that.
Did I tell you guys when we got one of Erickson's ultrasounds before he was born?
Oh, no.
It looked like he had 6 toes on one foot, and we were like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna be good at climbing trees."
That's what I was going to say, fuck. Damn it.
It's on his foot.
It's growing out of his
I
ankle.
don't
Though.
think I've ever seen him. Oh, shit. Still? You could do some cool shit, maybe.
Is that a fucking
He can make a fist with his
opposable
foot.
thumb on his foot?
Tell him fucking learn jujitsu. I don't know. You can do something with that.
Like Erickson, he's hanging from the ceiling by one foot, just grabbing on.
Yeah. I know that. So at the end, when you guys are done, you might not know. You don't know how to do it, but just close my computer, and then this episode might be out a little later because of all this, baby and all that. But
Should we even continue?
should we?
Kalei?
Nah, fuck. We probably
We'll
should.
go on
This
for a
is-
little bit longer. Yeah, we'll go on for a
Yeah,
little bit longer,
just
and then
checking.
just fucking, we'll talk about Erik, about his situation, and what fucking blessing it is that Nicole's going on fucking labor, Bunny's going on labor for on the podcast.
Yeah?
No, there's no symbolism in that whatsoever.
Kalei.
Yes,
Let's-
sir.
Yeah, I mean, call me when you guys are done and see where I'm at. I can probably walk through it.
How hard is it?
It's not hard. You just gotta export. You go file, export.
Okay.
And then the place it's gonna save is probably gonna be.
I can choose.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just go to your desktop.
Bro, this is a good episode. The
you
fact
gotta
that
save it
this
to my
is
desktop
happening
and
right
drive
now.
it
This is
Okay.
fucking
To
dope.
plug the drive-in, it's USB-C.
Yeah, you have
Into this
that's
one.
an adapter.
Pull out the green one.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Pull
What
out
is that?
another USB-C. This
Hell
is
yeah.
to plug into the board.
Oh, okay. So
that
when we're done, you're not gonna need that.
there.
Okay, I think I know how.
Oh my God, baby.
Erase
Hell yeah, get it,
everything.
Eric.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go check out your new son, Kalei. He's like, fuck
New
that.
son,
Fuck you,
Kalei.
asshole.
And his name is Mike.
Right?
There's enough of those in the world. I always tell everybody, everyone knows at least two.
Heads up, if your wife is pregnant and your mother-in-law calls you 2 times in a row, that means answer the phone.
Answer the fucking phone. Get
And
out.
don't fucking smoke a joint and then leave.
Give it to him on the way out.
You're fucking... Even for my third, dude, I don't think I could stay back like
I'm
you.
coming home, she's like, you probably don't need to just yet,
Bro,
but
that's her, though. Like, she does that shit, man. Just fucking
It's a trap.
get there. Yeah, yeah.
no, she's not trying to trap me. She really is like, it's fine. But, yeah,
Oh, bro.
I know.
I wouldn't be like that, though. I'm like, fuck guys, I gotta go. Like,
I'd be a fucking nervous wreck.
I'm barely breaking shit down.
Nah, don't do that.
No, I was thinking about doing it for this show.
Oh, good thing you didn't. You talked about that last time.
That's it.
Cuz, what the fuck are you doing?
He's trying to make sure he has everything.
We can drop it off.
Phone,
Get the fuck out of here,
keys.
man. Jesus Christ. Castle.
Phone, keys, wallet.
All right.
That's the main thing.
Hell yeah. Good job, Eric.
Phone, keys, wallet.
Love you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Send us pictures that we can post.
That'll post it up.
The newest. Everyone knows you're hot.
Guess who's the next guest on Everyone Knows You Got?
No one saw that.
Eric's baby.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Next week's guest.
Yeah, next week's guest.
Fresh out the womb.
His newborn baby.
Newborn baby with special guest. After birth.
Yeah.
So new. That's
Placenta.
so new. It's so new.
So, what do you think about the expo, man?
Never been to one. So I don't know what to think. But we didn't mention that everyone needs to come down. At least on Saturday, check us out. We're going to be there with the podcast, doing podcast things. Come get some stickers, get some pictures with, our hosts and ask them questions. Maybe you get asked
pictures
questions.
with the host. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know.
Just shave your back.
Yes. Yes. Pluck out the gray hair. Fuck. That sucks, man. Fucking
What?
gray hair. You got any?
Fuck, dude. Have you seen my beard? It's never, ever since the kids came.
That's a Polynesian thing, I truly believe, like, fucking pepper in the beard. A lot of old folk have that.
Yeah. Ancestors. Guaranteed. They all do.
I even see some poly kids, like, high schoolers that have, like, pepper gray. You can hang on to that, dude. I'm going to roll another one.
I think I have the luck of the Irish, too.
You?
I got the reds.
I got reds in my beard. I have no fucking Irish, dude, whatsoever. It's weird.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. My grandma, I don't know.
Maybe you're really
I love her to death.
Lavaita.
Yeah,
I
right?
have red from the
The ocean.
the limu.
It's so Lavaya that's genetic at that
Limu.
point.
Used to eat so much limu. Your ancestors were like limuholics.
Yeah, right? But you know what's crazy? Like, I know how to fish. I've been, like, I love the ocean and stuff. Like, surfing, I fucking love it, Grew up doing that stuff. Grew up in the ocean. But, I don't know, I get more of a calling to the land, dude.
Well, I'm sure. Look at what you do.
Yeah, but not only that, it's like, I feel better in the land than I do in the ocean. Like, the ocean's fun to me, right? It's
Oh, but you still need it because that's still a part of you.
Oh, 100%. Like, it's never out of me. But
Yeah.
as far as, like, where I feel centered, like, the ocean, I love the ocean. I love swimming. Like, I'm a fucking fish. But it's, like, a source of recreation and a soul, like, cleansing thing.
Yep.
But it's not, like, where I feel centered. Like, if I'm up in the mountains just chilling, I feel good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm capable of anything up there. It's weird. It's fucking. It's hard for me to.
I think we're opposite.
Yeah, totally. And you know, like, don't get me wrong, surfing is awesome.
Mhm.
Like, the water sports are awesome, but it's super fun to me. You know.
That's why I think. No, yeah, we all had our jobs. Yeah, that's why.
Mhm.
Like our ancestors, kind. So, I don't know. That might be. That's why we have that pulling. You know, that's probably where they were. You know. So you're. I mean, do you ever look at your genealogy?
Yeah, but as far as what they did, no.
How far back did you get? Where was
Kohala,
it?
North Kohala, yeah. But see, North Kohala is a slippery slope because that topology you could be Leviah or Mahiai.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
hard to say.
all Hupa had it, right? But
Yes.
So I have a couple of friends who've traced it all the way back to like the valley.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, we were
Huh.
Kalo farmers, like that kind.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to fucking like really trace especially nowadays, to trace your genealogy to what the occupation your ancestors used to do.
I think it would really is you can get that location. I think that's at least you can pretty
Right.
much bet on it. You know, like I always saying, like if your Ohana was in the valley, fuck, you're probably Kalo farmers. Like
Right. And you know, like Kohala, like you ever been to Kohala? It's all ocean. You know what I mean? There's plains and shit. I mean, I think it was Hiilave was the nearest mountain. I don't know. I'm probably talking on my fucking ass, but I know it wasn't a trek. Like it wasn't an easy feat to be like, okay, I'm a Levi. It's kind of a distance between the two, yeah. So like, I wonder what my ancestors was, you know.
if you could find more of the area they actually lived in Kohala, then you would know,
Yeah.
you know, closer to the ocean, closer to the mountain. Because, yeah, there's nothing in between, yeah.
Right. I remember my tutu was like, Ka'ana'ana was black magic. So Kahuna was kind of like in the blood, right? But she also told me, she's like, oh, you're going to be a healer one day. Which like gave me fucking chicken skins till today that I fucking think of that. Like, oh, cannabis is la'au, bro. So like we are still practicing what we practice in a modern day way. In fact, that like when we practice this shit, like me being Hawaiian, I totally embrace the people like Uncle Kawe and how they put their heart and spirit into the land, and that is completely correct. You know,
Intention setting.
Yeah, and I do also agree having the scientific method into the intention. So like my intention is like I love the land, but I'm gonna approach it unbiasedly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the experiments to see what process works. You know, not jumping into something based on faith alone.
Yeah, because then in that way, I feel like you're going to honor the land more because you're going to get more out of it and use it to its actual potential.
By studying it, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
testing
yeah.
out variables and using a proper scientific process when you're doing so.
You're kind of getting to know your land when you do that.
In a way that it I can comprehend. You know what I mean? Like if
Why not? You know, why not do that?
A lot of
Why just leave it to faith?
because
You can.
ancestral
I mean,
practices is based off faith.
Yeah, but like, I mean, at the same time, they knew. It wasn't just like, I'm just
Yes.
going to throw this over here and hopefully it'll grow. Like,
no,
you know,
totally.
they knew.
They knew, but how much of that was then and how much of the practice that we can take away applies now? You know what I mean? Like techniques changed with climate change, with fucking genetic change. Like there's a lot of variables that gets put into fucking, you know, what we do, whether it be cannabis, kalo, fucking whatever you like. As things breed and evolve, it calls for different practices. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Climate change
100%.
is for real, dude. So to say if I was using my ancestral practices back in, you know, whatever the date was, I don't know exactly, but to apply that now, I would sort of say I'm at a deficit. You know, if I was to apply what I knew worked ancestrally, yes, but I'd be open to have it tweaked out a little bit based on the fundamental understandings of the plant that's in front of me.
No, yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, why not, though? Why wouldn't you do that?
Right, it just
Anyone
strengthens you.
nowadays, yeah. You, and like I said, your land, whatever plant it is you're growing, you know, like, why wouldn't you want to put it out to its, like, biggest potential?
Yep, 100%. You know, a lot of people are closed-minded and they tend to follow You know, which is cool. Like, yeah, it works. The guy that you're following will work, or the girl you're following works. But, you know, 2 + 2 is 4. I can tell you that all day. But why is it 4? You gotta find out. You gotta understand why that fucker equals
So,
to 4.
like, wait, these people we're talking about, like, just kind of are the ones just kind of throwing it in there and be like, please grow, basically. And
So like people who like jump on, like, Instagram's the biggest motherfucker, right? Instagram to me is the biggest source of misinformation, and it's a popularity contest, right? So if someone grows something super good, and the name is appealing, it hits the market, people like it, they'll listen to that guy fucking fully. Which is, I mean, yeah, whatever. But you gotta set your own parameters there of what is bullshit and what's fucking for real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just can't just be like, oh, this guy kills it, I'm gonna follow him. And hopefully what he tells me or what I can observe from this guy is everything this guy is doing. Yeah. And that's a tough fucking pill, dude. That's hard, dude. That's hard to get by. Yeah.
Yeah, cause that's kind of like, that's still staying closed-minded.
Yeah.
Like, I think you really gotta look and take from everybody. Probably always has something to offer.
Yep.
You know, like someone might not always be like the best, but they can do this one thing really good and know about this one thing really good. You know, you take that, then find someone else that'll like put those pieces together. You know,
It's like and fucking when I was going to jiu-jitsu, this was kind of frowned upon, is like just rolling with everybody, you know.
Really?
People wanted to stay in class. Like, you stay in the class you're at and you roll at that class. But I like to meet up with my friends that are in different schools and still roll with them, right?
why is that frowned upon? Kind of code is that breaking?
I think it's more of an economic thing, a loyalty thing.
Oh, to your gym?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think that's a fucking, you know, like...
So other guys from I feel like that's normal. Like, I mean, I would think that.
Look at
like,
it this way: like, if you're training someplace else and you know you have a certain style.
It's like Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and I go over there and I kind of like I
Miyagi-Do.
figure you out.
Oh, okay.
So now,
That's
like,
fine.
when we go to tournaments and stuff, I may have the upper edge on you, vice versa, and it comes down to like that school's teachings is now leaked to another school's practice. I can see that happening, you know, whether it does, but see, like, it comes down to the individual again, right? Like, you gotta learn yourself. These guys are telling you 2 + 2 is 4, and it's all you know is what he told me. Why not try your shit out and pick up game of basketball? Same shit, you know? Like, try out your skills. See what happens. See if it works for you.
Maybe they're all like, we gotta wait till they fucking compete. You know, that's when they're like, that's when you're gonna try.
I guess.
And I think that's, again, maybe that's what goes back to like the gym, because then that's when they get the bragging rights. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're all human beings, and the ultimate goal is, and this is where the instructors, and dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna catch so much heat for this shit. The instructors should teach based on the individuals being at their best. So, like, if I was an instructor and I'm teaching people how to grow plants, yeah, I'm gonna teach you my method. But like my classes, I'll teach you in such a method to where I leave it open for you to go and take it down a further rabbit hole. You know what I mean? It's like guys who learn a couple transitions in jiu-jitsu and they're stuck to that transition. They think that that's everything. You know, they're not allowing themselves to hey, what if I try and do this? Or
Go outside the box.
yeah, or if I roll it, say, you know, something, a transition that I'm like, whoa, dude, what the fuck? Then now that's in my arsenal, right? And that makes me a better all-around fucking individual at the sport I decide to choose. Yeah.
But I think that's why, again, I think it's about bragging rights for like gyms, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm sure it is. But at the same time, like I said, it's the individual. So your student is so good because he has been exposed to all these styles. And yet he's under your roof practicing your fundamentals. I'd say as a business owner and as a fucking instructor, that would be the shit. Like if I had one of the homies on here that I showed him a little bit, and I don't want to say teaching, that I showed him a little bit of something. And to see that style in his finished product still being incorporated, that's a win for me as as someone who taught. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, that's why it goes back to bragging rights.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why it's frowned upon. Like, if it's like your gym and you have that guy that knows all those styles and be like, yeah, this guy fucking knows all this shit. Like, fuck up all the other gyms. And the other gyms were like, oh, yeah, because he came to our gym and had one of our guys show him our style. So now he knows that style, too. Like, you know what I mean? That the list goes on from there.
Yeah, but what's to stop those other guys from going and the same guy that he figured out the style could figure out his style. It's a two-way street.
But he needs people to go and, like, you know, roll with him from that other gym. Like, if that's your friend.
Yeah, say like you were bomb and I was shitty, but I knew a couple transition I taught you. And then you're now fucking killing everybody at my gym.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your fault or my fault. We just rolled.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to take stuff from you too. The fact that I didn't take anything, I'm the asshole, you know? But we're both assholes by we're not. I mean, no,
But you're still
we're not
showing
both
each
assholes.
other things, though.
Exactly. Both like a fucking pickup game of basketball. A guy learns a good crossover. Crosses you
Right.
up all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, the owner of the gym or whoever, like, doesn't want those techniques being taught to other people, is what I'm saying. That's where they could get mad, you know?
Yeah, but dude, you're not patenting the fucking crossover.
But that's why it's one of those, like, code of silence type shit. That's
Yeah.
why it's frowned upon. It's not like, yeah, you're not fucking breaking any laws, really, but, like,
I think that's bullshit.
that's why maybe that's why the gyms don't like it.
I think
why
it's more a
frowned
social
upon.
thing, like a dick measuring thing that, like, yeah,
Bragging rights.
You don't go to another team. It's us, our clique, clique mentality.
Oh, I see that. Like, I've never rolled. I don't know any jiu-jitsu, but when I hear people talk, especially like on Joe Rogan, when you hear him talk about, you hear about fucking Eddie Bravo, you can tell it's like the gyms, like, they want bragging rights.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, even with the great, like, the shit that to make you hold weight, people are like, where you got your black belt from? Oh, this gym. And they're like, oh, shit, okay, they're legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? There's a lot of weight to those things, right? When the people say what gym they were in. And that's why they want that. You know, they want
totally
their
fine, yeah.
style. Like, okay, yeah, when I want you to tell people you trained in my gym, and this is my style from my gym. You know, that's those bragging rights. You know, that's what I mean. Like,
that's
that pride.
That's the dick measuring shit I'm talking about.
Yeah. You know, but I mean, that's how it's a sport. That's why at the same time, and it's only for like certain people where it's like, you know, they're not on that huge competition level. That's when it starts getting to that, you know, bragging right thing. I feel sometimes.
I think that's just total a narcissistic thing to fucking carry that with you when you're teaching a sport of humility and being humble and shit, dude. That's a closed-minded way of looking at things. You know, like if I own the business, which is a jiu-jitsu gym, right? So I own the jiu-jitsu gym. I would make sure my guys would be exposed to all these styles because as an instructor, I should still be learning. Mm-hmm. I should know these fucking styles. I'm an instructor. I should know a counter to their styles. You know what I mean? So to say don't roll with anybody else is fucking closed-minded, and it's only going to hurt the gym itself later on. That's my opinion, you know?
No, I can see what you're saying, but that's why I think it would be frowned upon, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's narcissism. But you want your students to be the best they could be, and by doing that, it would be exposing these guys. Just like playing any sport. You want them to fucking expose to all these styles. All of it. You don't want to stay bottlenecked to one. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's sometimes, too, like, they don't want people going out just to teach it, too.
True.
So, like, they got to watch, you know.
And that's the beautiful thing about pickup game of basketball, because you can also learn the wrong thing.
Yep. See, that's the shit. Like, so even nowadays, like I almost feel like a good, almost analogy for it is like all this fucking Ho'oponopono shit you see out there. Like, I think there's like, you know, there might be someone who learned under Akumu, and then they're like, I know this and this now, so I'm gonna go teach these people, these fucking Holly people over here, and have no, like, without like vetting them in a way, you know. And it's like, I'm gonna go teach these Hollies over here, and then now these Holly people are like, oh, I know it, this person taught me this, you know, so I'm gonna go make like I know.
Yeah, you're talking about lineage, basically, like same thing like jiu-jitsu. Like,
right.
You want to make sure that your information you're getting is correct. So people are like, oh, I'm a black belt. Like,
But not just that. But the thing is, like, there should be a huge responsibility on it. Like, even in this case, like the kumus to know who they're teaching, that they're not gonna go and, like, you know what I mean, like start trying to teach other people or whatever the fuck. Like,
yeah, you're spreading misinformation.
Yep. They gotta vet their students, I think, in a way that they're not gonna do that shit.
And totally,
ruin it.
dude, like, totally. When monetary value gets in the way of culture, that's when we fucking run into goddamn problems. You know,
Yeah.
like, filtering out who's teaching you and why they're teaching you. And if they're making a profit of why they're fucking teaching you, then maybe that's not the right thing, you know,
Yep.
the right leader to be following. It's all about our fucking cultural significance in this world, brah. And that kumu is supposed to reflect such.
Yeah.
Like, Uncle Kalei, I gonna rave about him all fucking day. He's a fucking straight leader. He leads by example. You know what I mean? And that's what we need. His intelligence comes off of life, you know, and how his dedication is to Haloa. He doesn't have to do that shit, you know. He really doesn't have to.
Yeah.
He's fucking following his heart and what's good. He may not be preaching what the other kumus are preaching. Maybe unconventional at times, but at the same time, if you look through everything, he's a kalo farmer. He's gonna talk how he's gonna talk. Water is life to him.
Yeah. That's
So-
how he views life, through those eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had this live today. Bro, it fucking pumped me up. So I was literally on the toilet, fucking watching his live, and like, I was tripping. How, like, I get chicken skin, bro, and like the passion he was talking about, and all he was doing is harvesting small kalo out of his median, bro, in front of his house.
Oh.
And he's like, why gonna fucking waste water for water grass? I cannot eat grass. I might as well fucking waste water for water this kalo. You like, find me. Fuck you, find me. You know, whatever.
For what? What would the fine be for growing food and shit?
Yes, it's not
What?
ornamental, right? I mean, I could see the HOAs being fucking assholes about
Where
that.
is this at?
On the west side. But like, fuck, dude. Like, that's the total wrong message people are getting, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the fucking golf courses. Like, to him, that's sacred shit. And he can wear his heart on his sleeve and preach, bro. And I like when people see his value in our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It may not be P's and Q's and everything's perfect, but he leads by example, which we're never perfect.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
respect that fucking guy. Shout out to Uncle Kalei. This morning got me so fucking chicken skinned out, Brian. Pumped, dude. Yeah,
It was
man.
good.
It was a good
Need
one.
more people like that.
Yes, we definitely do. This fucking island could benefit for people like that, you know, representing us how we should be, bruh, and not filling into the bullshit people get. You know?
So we need.
That's what we need, bro. We need leaders like that. We need common folk to speak up and lead by example, bro. Especially with the children.
Yeah. They need better role models nowadays, not all this fucking, like, whatever's on Instagram or fucking TikTok. Like, I don't even have TikTok. Not doing it. Good.
Bro, it's fucking stupid. It's stupid how much energy is wasted on this meaningless shit.
Did you see that video of, like, the difference of the Chinese TikTok and the US TikTok?
No.
For real?
Yeah.
They fucking did, like, it was on the news. They did this report. So, because they can control what goes on the app, right? So, like, when you download the version in China, made for China, all the TikToks are, like, educational shit. All of it.
And ours is the dumbest shit
Right.
ever.
You got people, like, just doing stupid dances in front. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's, yeah.
Bruh, I swear to God, I was watching, you know, just fucking people watching, right? And there's one lady fucking dancing by herself. And, like, literally looked like she was having a fucking attack. Bruh, I swear to God, I couldn't believe, like, she's doing this shit. And everyone's, like, watching her, like, what the fuck is this lady doing? And she took, like, 3 shots of it. Like, oh, nope, that's not good enough. Did it again. And I was like, brah, this is fucking, this is what society has come to, brah. It's this. Like, I bet you that lady could be doing so much more stuff in that particular time than that what she was doing. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude. I'm sorry, children. We failed you. What's going on with you, man?
Not much. Just same old shit.
Yeah?
Working, went to this Onipal march we had. That's nice. We had I think most of the march was made up by like Kamehameha schools.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 1,000 kids.
Oh, yeah? Holy shit. Dude, did you hear that shit? They're suing the Department of Health. The children are suing the Department of Health or the state. They're suing the state.
What children?
Dude,
Kamehameha schools?
No, there's a group of children ranging 20 to 15. They have a fucking civil lawsuit against the state of Hawaii for ecological damage that tourism has cost us. So, Department of Transportation. There you go.
Fucking good.
Fucking good, bro.
There's there's something else I read about they want to do that $20 visitor fee. They're proposing $50. I don't know.
$50.
Yeah, do you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know how, like, if it's per person that comes from the mainland or whatever the fuck. Like, you know, maybe they put it on each plane ride ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what they're gonna do, but
That's
they
fucking
said
awesome.
They said all of that money is supposed to go really towards like Native Hawaiians. It says in ways through like not just Native Hawaiians, but also back to like conservation efforts, things like funding the DLNR more, so they can get more guys out there. Bro, they added like 42 officers.
Did they really?
Recently, which is a lot. They said, I was like, holy shit, 42. Because, dude, there's really on this island. Like they said, like
20-something, huh?
fuck. I thought it was less than that, dude.
I remember there was like 4 per sector, 5 per sector.
I thought it was less than that.
Dude, put it this way. There's no way they could patrol everything.
Yeah, that's what I remember basically. But they're like, yeah, we just fucking bring it up 42 guys. Dude, even I was thinking about applying, but I was like,
I do it for free. Just let me smoke weed. Hey, Drew's saying that he thinks the cash is going to get embezzled.
oh, fuck, guarantee.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, though.
I
See, there's
fucking
no
agree with you,
transparency and oversight unless there's maximum. Because, see, that's the only thing that brought me hope was like, okay, this, like, they put Native Hawaiians towards the land, da-da-da-da-da-da. Because to me, there's nothing right now that, like, Native Hawaiians own or control about the tourist industry. When, to me, see, I think it would be an easier pill for us to swallow as Native Hawaiians with tourism coming in if we controlled and benefited through the majority of it, not big corporation. And you know what I mean? Like, say if all these fucking hotels in Waikiki was owned by, like, Kanaka, and they were making all that mad money, you know, from that. But then you might
You'd
just
still
have, like, a
poor
few...
Kanaka in the
Right.
fucking homesteads and really rich Kanaka, bruh. I don't think anybody would give up their riches. I don't care what race they are. How do you
True.
feel about... and I'll put it out there. Okay? I put it out there. You can send it on back. How do you feel about casinos, and how do you feel about the cleanup of Kaho'olawe and using Kaho'olawe as a vacation resort strictly for casinos? Like, let's say, what's the place in Jersey? Atlantic City.
I don't...
Or the Bahamas.
The way I see it is, especially with Kaho'olawe, I cannot be okay with something like that, like a casino or a vacation getaway place, with what it took for us to get it back.
We were still in control of it, and we're using our
I
resources to get
understand that,
money.
but it's just the way we're doing it doesn't feel pono, like it doesn't feel right. You know, like I feel like
Okay,
it should
well,
be
hear me
used
out.
more as like a cultural thing.
It's impossible.
You know,
because
it'd be
it's
hard.
ruined. It's forever ruined.
Right.
There's no natural resources there. I mean, there probably is a couple like fucking mangroves and shit, but let's be honest, there's nothing there. If we had infrastructure first and Hawaiians controlled it, having a casino would generate income for not only the hotels that would like reservations. You know the reservations.
Right. See, but I there's mixed things about reservations that I've heard. I mean, I never did the
I'm
fucking
just talking
research.
on casinos on reservations.
Mhm,
How the money goes into the local community, right?
Does it?
I'm sure there's gonna be some
Does
fucking
it?
skimming off the top.
Because you still have poor Indians
Well,
and how homeless Indians, like from shit I see,
what's
like
that
some of them really
statistic,
bad stuff.
though?
I don't know. That's why I said I never looked into it.
so
I'd like
Indians
to look into
on
it.
reservations are completely different. Like if they reside on reservations. Now we're getting completely like we can go a little bit off subject on this one, but let's say there's casinos in Ko'olave, right?
Okay.
The amount of money, let's say, yeah, people can line their fucking pockets, but a amount of cash flow is going to come in. You will see a difference in the Hawaiian culture. You will see more money get put into things that weren't existent before, and then you'll see jobs for other people. You'll see recession-ready jobs out there.
Okay. The only way for me to really like even begin to jump on board then is, so I'm not even rubber stamping it yet though. First, I'll rubber stamp it like, let's just say everything was good with this situation, like that I like about it, which would be, so my condition would be like, there's no one person that runs that shit. It has to be like a fucking committee of like Native Hawaiians for oversight.
Oho been fucking us up for years,
But that's
bruh.
why I know it cannot be like fucking state run. It has to be picked by, I mean, money corrupts everyone. So I'm not saying like, say you choose 10 people as an oversight committee of this fucking thing, you know, of this place, and making sure the money goes where it's supposed to go. They'll probably eventually get corrupted, but still, like, I would like to see that. Like, say if it was a committee of like 10 people, an oversight committee, so we know there's full transparency with the money. So it's not like this one fucking company made a bid for this resort on Ko'olave, and this fucking, even if it's a Hawaiian company, they get all the money. I don't want to see that, because that company will have more of a say. Like, well, we fucking invested. We should get this and this and this.
Okay, so
You know?
investment and contracting might be two different things we're talking about. So if it's contracted, right? Yeah, they contract on a fucking Hawaiian company. That's solid.
It's contracted, right? Not invested.
So investment, it shouldn't be investment.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
It
That way,
should be-
someone's gonna own some of it. That
If-
means
Like reservation style. Okay, that's all. If I have Hawaiian, I'm part of the Hawaiian Homelands program. I own a portion of that casino. You own a portion of the casino. Everyone owns a portion of the casino. It's not one majority entity.
Yep.
So if everyone's like, okay, the casino needs a new parking lot, you should get a ballot for everybody.
Yep.
Fuck it. I said it.
Yep.
You know, I think Hawaiian Homelands could take the money from a casino, a resort, and make different programs like we're talking about. Like, hey, if a Hawaiian wants to own a home, here's it's a leasehold. Don't worry, cuz we got the leasehold. There you go.
Okay, and that's what I mean. Like, I need to make sure that whatever revenue that generates needs to go back to the community.
I'm looking at it this way too. Ko'olave ain't generating any revenue right now. It's sitting there as a constant reminder of how we got fucked in the ass by the military, and it just showed that the military had power over us. You know, we should turn that lemon to lemonade by making more money for the people.
I think I don't think that just it's sitting there like that is nothing. Like I think it's a fucking massive symbol of what we can do. It's kind of the opposite, where like some fucking Hawaiians
For
jumped on
real?
a fucking boat and went on the motherfucking island while they're bombing it, and they got them to stop bombing it and give us the fucking island back.
So, like, okay, look at the juice and look at the squeeze. All right? Yeah, did we really get it back? Like, for real, it's not.
I mean, it's fucked up. Like, right? I'm not saying like, you know, we did get it back in a way, but it's not like they're not bombing the shit out of it anymore. We got them to stop doing that at least.
It was
you
a
know?
fucking target, bruh. I mean, like, I'm sure
Fuck
there's more.
yeah, it was.
There's more sophisticated targets out there right now in technology where they don't need to practice those bomb testing no more. You know, like, yeah, we served our purpose. Adios, guys. Oh, you want out? Okay, shoots. Aloha, and they're gone.
Fuckers are in the middle of Nevada doing that shit now.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, go bomb your own fucking land.
But it's like me coming to your house, smashing all your shit, and leaving.
Yep.
Right, you're not gonna like your fucking house no more. The build out is more than what the house is worth. So why not just take what we got, the desolate fucking land that they left us with, like Nevada, throw a fucking casino, a hotel resort, and give the people jobs, bruh.
I mean, see, it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Just got to think outside the box from that. I know that the revenue and everything that could generate, but
You ain't farming.
I feel like, well, I wouldn't farm it because of all the shit they fucking bombed over because you don't know how the land is. I mean, we just got to think about it. Like, there could be other options. I mean, I would like to explore other things before going straight to that and see what else we have and just keep
Like?
an open mind. I don't know. I don't fucking have any idea right now,
Like-
but
like-
I would like to see. I'm not the guy. That's why.
Because I look at it, we're already barking down barking up the tree of gambling, legalizing gambling.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's do it under the Hawaiian stipulations. You guys want to fucking play that game? We'll allow gambling. However, now this is where our rights come in. You know, didn't like Bill Clinton acknowledge that shit? And
Yeah, the
gave
apology
us-
law.
Yes. So, like, why don't we come in and be like, no, motherfucker, guess what? We're going to allow it only on this one island. That way it doesn't take away from all the other islands' infrastructure and fucking natural resources, right? Because there's going to be an impact. Put it all to an island that's not being used. You know what I mean? Let it make us fucking revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we should never be in a recession with our cost of living so fucking high. Give us a break, goddammit.
This COVID hits again. Nobody's going to come to gamble shit, but
Whoop-de fucking do, bro. We have still beaches and shit that's not closed
Yeah.
on the beaches. But
But
this is Hawaiian owned now. So we can say, nah, fuck your COVID.
okay. Yeah, like a destination or whatever, but like there should be, I don't know, it's something we got to think about first. There would be so much involved in that, but yeah, if everything was all good and we're going to go in with a casino, that's for me, that's where it would need to be. Like a oversight committee or whatever. And that's why, like, the reason why I say too, the point I was going to make is when I said like I'd be open to other things rather than just a casino, because I feel like it shouldn't matter what we want to do, whether it's a casino or fucking some other building we need to make for something else we come up with. The motherfucking Fed should pay. I don't give a fuck. Like, they
Yeah.
gotta pay for all of that for us to build that shit because they bombed the shit out of it. They owe us that now too. So that's why I'm saying we can do whatever the fuck we want and make them fucking pay.
I agree with you 100%.
Because they need to clean that shit up. They need to go in before we can do anything on this end. You guys gotta go clean it up. Make sure there's no more fucking ordinance and there or near within fucking like 20 miles of this shit we're building. You know, clean all of it up at least. Start there.
Yeah.
You know, and fucking give us the money to build this shit. You know, to whatever the fuck we want to build it. You know, if we want to make the state-of-the-art building, you guys got to pay for it and fund that shit for, say, like 3 years to get us on our feet, and then
Bruh.
we'll be fucking sustainable once we generate cash flow.
Okay, that's solid. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, I would want them to do that. But look at Red Hill. They're poisoning their own fucking soldiers, and they don't want to do jack shit about it. Like, they're saying, fuck everyone in Hawaii.
Oh, I know. That's why I know everything I just said is really far-fetched about getting them to pay for it and do all that shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
see that happening because,
No.
But that, I'm just saying, if we're going hypothetical, that's what I'm saying it should go to.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oha and Bishop Estate. Related? No? Two
I don't
entities.
know.
Okay,
I don't know
believe they're two
anything. I don't know
entities.
enough about them. Right? I would think, yeah, Bishop Estate is private, right?
Yeah.
That's why OHA is a state entity.
Right.
So yeah, they're separate. Right?
Okay, so like Hawaiian homesteads, right? Like right off the bat.
DHHL,
Yes.
state agency.
Right. That right there should be open to more options for people. You
No,
know?
it's fucking OHA and DHHL is bullshit.
That right there is
Pure
that's a
bullshit.
gigantic fuck up.
Yeah, they never did anything for us.
No.
Yeah, like it's
We got reservation life, dude. They put us on the res. You got a mortgage to pay, you know?
yeah. It's like what? And you're only fucking paying like my that I'm just getting this $1 a year lease. That's all you think you're helping me with.
Yeah, but that's
like,
for the fucking land. That's not even for
yeah,
your
not the house. Yeah, none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like you gotta go and fucking
It's
get
the
a
same
loan.
it's a leasehold, right? It's the same
Yeah.
as a fucking leasehold. Hey,
It's-
Mike, you want
I
to buy a
don't even
spot?
Own this land.
Let's say you want to buy a house up in fucking, I don't know, fucking the Heights. Oh, but it's only leasehold. Guess what? Hawaiian Homeland steps in and be like, okay, you know what? You're going to forfeit your place on the list if we pay for this leasehold for you. Because it's a Hawaiian Homes, right? Like, it's Hawaiian trying to fucking own his own home.
No, 100%. They
That's-
should pay for it.
There you go.
It should be like the value of whatever you would get on that list or something. You should be able to use it for something else.
Right.
For
But
a
not the
home.
value of like the $1 a year. The value of how much is that land worth that you're on for.
The market price
Yeah.
of that land that you're giving up.
And we're talking out of honesty, and you know for a fact ain't nobody gonna make the numbers work like that because there's nothing to
Fuck no,
skim.
but they give these motherfuckers like that $1 a year lease to fucking UH and them, like
Mhm.
all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Are you fucking serious? Like,
And I'm like not even in the fucking Hawaiian. I support the Hawaiian movement. I'm in the Aloha Aina. Like I love it. But that's fucking straight common sense. Like that's like straight visual common sense right there, dude.
no, but it just shows you that they're state agencies. That's why OHA, DHHL, like
Yeah.
we had a little bit of like the trustees support through Mauna Kea, you know, but like
Well, they have to, because
some
what
of them
support?
had to.
What support would they lose if they weren't?
Dude, there's fucking some of them that were like pro TNT though.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
You know, even OHA, it's fucking anyone can run for OHA. Anyone can vote for OHA. That's bullshit.
Well, right. Even like the private entities should step up. Bishop Estate should step up.
Yeah, maybe we don't know what they're doing though. I mean, there's people are sometimes always doing things in the background. Like Bishop Estate might be, like they have Bishop Museum, right? Are they
Whoop de fucking
related?
do, bro. Like honestly,
Dude, there's like a lot of our culture there still.
oh, I know, but I mean, yeah, it is.
That's not easy. Like to like, I
How
feel
much
like
money are they making off the museum?
I don't know,
See what I'm saying?
but how much money they're losing. Like I feel like it's not easy to maintain everything they have.
Yeah, but
you
there's
know?
state programs that give fucking free money to entities like that. You
Yeah.
know, so like, it's smoke and mirrors a little bit. I love Bishop Museum. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
I think like the Bishop Estate, I bought a house, right? I had to pay $150,000 for the fucking land I'm on. I'm Hawaiian. It's 1,200 square feet. Are you fucking serious? Like, when does OHA come in and be like, hey, yo, bro, hey, I got this? Or Bishop Estate be like, oh, that's in Hawaiian. Let me give you a fucking 30% discount at least.
Yeah.
That at least takes care of my interest of my mortgage. You know what I mean? Like, there's
That's why
no
we're getting-
flex.
That's why we're getting priced out. There's
That's
no
why
even
investors are
playing field
coming
for
in.
us. Yeah.
Dude, investors are coming in and scooping because they have the financial backing
Yeah.
that we don't have. So there's no way for us to compete.
Yeah, and especially the price out here, you know, and it's only going up. Everything is like how everything is going up too, like getting killed with utilities right now, like all of it.
Yep.
We're getting fucked up right now.
Yeah.
We're getting fucked up. It's not even fucking. It's not even funny.
And you know what people are gonna start doing is like off-grid systems in gentrified areas.
Fuck, as we should.
I'm telling you right
Like,
now, from
fuck-
having my farm and
fuck
doing
the
solar,
grid.
I'm fairly confident I could have a fucking sled that I could make, that I could wheel out into this fucking yard right here, and pull enough energy to take care of a good chunk of my fucking usage during the afternoon time.
What? Pull
Yeah.
a sled?
Yeah.
How many times?
No, it's just a sled. So a sled
Mm-hmm.
that holds panels, and you just have that panels. You can take it out and take it in, take it out, take it in.
Oh, okay.
And have it just out there charging a battery bank
Oh,
that's
okay, okay.
wired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
that's all possible to do with a house and make it look clean as
Yeah.
fuck.
Mhm.
So I don't know, man. I think the man's day is coming to an end.
I have this like I don't know if it's a fear, but like I always think about how like the man, I feel like now they're just like gonna crash it all. Like they don't. It feels like I feel like they don't even give a fuck now. You know what I
Hit the
mean? Like
eject
it's
button.
so it's like everything is just so blatant and obvious that they do already. Like, you know, fuck, they're just trying to like juice it as much as they can right now, you know, and then fucking yeah, they already have their properties in Europe or their getaway. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, America's burned down. Like, okay, I got this spot out here now. I got all these offshore accounts, all this money. I'm fucking good. I got everything I needed. I got generational wealth. I sucked it dry, but I
Do
have
you think, though,
generational wealth.
Do you think that it comes down to the individual? Like the people that's working under that guy? To be like, nah, fuck that guy, dude. I'm still going to... You mean to tell me that this guy's going to fucking dip out and I'm going to be stuck with the bullshit? Fuck
Nah.
that. You know what I mean? Like,
No one's on that level. I think though all these people are talking about are like a political level. So like the people that are pushing for him, like the politicians, they're going on that ride too. You know, and the people that they're leaving behind are just oblivious. They're like us that aren't even at that level and know that depth because they just write laws that are affecting people that are directly under. You know what I mean? Where they're like, I'm not working with you every day as an employee. Be like, hey, I'm out, peace. You know, like they're fucking us over. You know.
I totally see that. And like, it's crazy how like you can raise rates on living necessities. That's fucking bananas. Like, oh, you gotta pay water. What?
That's a big weight up, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to treat our water. You got to make it safe for us to consume. I get it. Okay, cool. Well, I'll pay for that. You know? Why does it go up?
Because, like, they just make excuses for things to go up.
Why does it go up? It's water.
Oil. Yeah, you said maintenance, right? They gotta send guys out to fucking like.
Yeah, regardless though,
places, like, and fuel costs money to go do this and this. Their electric rates are going up for like all their stations, their pump station, like all that.
And we're paying taxes too on top of all of this shit. So I'm good on that. So we have programs that would take care of them regardless. So I don't get it, dude. Like, I really don't fucking get it. Where's all the money going?
To Ukraine. I really don't get that. Like the billions of dollars they sent over there, like, you know how much people they could have helped here? I know it's not just straight money though, and I know why they're doing it. Cause like, so, you know, right? Like they say, oh yeah, we're sending $15 million in aid, but $10 million really is in weapons.
Definitely.
That U.S. companies are making. So a U.S. company is getting that $10 million to fuck it. Here's your missiles. Like, hey, we're sending out, and they're charging full bore. Yeah. You know, it's not like, oh, okay, we're sending this out. Like, we got to do this at cost. It's like, no, we're marking this shit up 100 times still. Like, and be like, hey, guaranteed. Thanks for my 10 mil. That's that fucking 15 mil they're saying is going straight back. And that's what I mean by like they're fucking us over and they're sucking America dry. In that sense, because so you look at it, all those people are going on that ride too, like that own. So it's like Boeing that makes weapons, Lockheed, you know, those guys. So like those fucking execs, you know, as politicians dealing with them, yup, I put you in a bill, you're getting all this money, and there's no one really there to be like, oh fuck, like that's actually like, you know, slitting their own throat basically, you know.
Yeah. Dude,
to see it, but that shit pisses me off.
I think the internet was their biggest fuck up. I think having the internet, they fucking like exposed us to like information that we should never have known, and made questions. Maybe they put a cap on it where we can't figure out this shit, but it's still like it makes us scratch our heads, you know?
Yeah, no, because you know what they're doing now. Like I really believe, there's like the psyop shit where it's like they put out a false narrative and get people to believe it. You know, like CIA them. I think they're doing shit like that. Just to confuse everyone, you know. So we're not they're on the trail to this. Okay, fucking, we're gonna pump this out and like you know put it all out over the internet or whatever. Like they've caught up to that already.
And even like us, like we've caught up to that too.
Yeah.
The fact that we're even talking about it now, like we've caught up to that.
But it still makes it hard to figure out the truth, though. You know?
It doesn't put a smoke screen, but
at least we know it's there.
It.
Yeah.
Like, during the election, some shit always happens.
Yeah.
Like, huh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I smell bullshit. And you know, like, as these guys tend to put the noose tighter on us, we're going to find more ways to go around it.
Yep.
Like, electricity, to me, like, put an off-grid system.
It's just gonna be hard for like a lot of people living here though. We're cut off. Like something bad were to happen.
You're fucked.
Yep. I mean, shit. I'm not like. There's things I could do. Like I'm a fucking diver and stuff. But like, how many other fucking people dive? How many other people are gonna start fishing? Like, how fast are we gonna fucking fish right here? You know, like just offshore. I don't own a fucking boat.
Right.
You know, even if you own a boat, when you're gonna get fuel? You know, like if we get cut off.
Kayak, that fuck.
Even for the land, you know, fucking farmers' lands are gonna start getting raided by people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's when it's gonna start turning into like shooting people and shit off your property. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna
Well,
get
see, that's
crazy.
where like people gotta acknowledge what's happening, and organize and take a step back.
These motherfuckers don't know. Like, that's what I keep saying is, dude, you
And
guys
hey,
keep
dude.
fucking, like, you guys keep building houses and keep bringing people here. Like, dude, if something was going
Well,
on,
this
like,
brings us around, right?
no one will fucking survive.
Right.
You know, like, especially all the people that are coming down here, like, don't know shit about the land, don't know nothing. They're like the TikTok people, you know? So it's like they couldn't change a fucking tire
TikTok
on their
people.
car.
Well, it brings
You know?
around full conversation, right? About the leaders, picking
Mm-hmm.
good fucking leaders, people that
Yeah.
are experienced, people like Uncle Kalei. You know what I mean? Like people that's been there, that can fucking show you. I can do them like this. This is how I do them. Boom, and it can show you the result.
Mm-hmm.
No bullshit. All of that, you know, our natural resources. Taking a step back is having proper leaders to show us the proper way to keep things in balance.
Right. No, and it's so far out of balance. It's not going to come back already. Like, there's just too much people here. Like, we can't be sustainable at all. You'd have to fucking kill off a bunch of people. For
Nah,
real.
I think can if everybody does their part.
This,
If everybody does their part, I think it would flourish to where we could bounce back faster.
there's a lot of land, like, for things to sustain the population that's currently here in the islands. Like, maybe, yeah.
I mean, we won't
I
be
think so,
eating
but everyone
fucking
needs
foie,
to. No,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, that's the other thing. Like, the diet's gonna fucking change very vastly.
That'll
from what
fucking turn people off. bruh.
McDonald's, and that's when people are gonna start dying because
Yep.
they're not gonna eat.
Nope.
What? I want to eat fucking Kalei every day. That's all I eat. Yup, that's all you're gonna fucking eat.
Yep. I tell you what, go take this
I'll get
Carlos
sick
since
of
we
it.
no more fucking gas. Walk your ass down to the beach and grab some fish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what's gonna happen. You know, not.
But you don't
what's gonna
think like,
happen.
well, I think for like thing like the ocean is gonna get overfished though with
Mhm.
this population we have here.
So we need
maybe
right
it would be
leaders.
mostly like, you know, like land-based food.
I think that's true, but I think also like a kapu would be well enforced by our leaders.
Yeah.
I think when
And basically be going back to an ahupa system.
100%. That's the fail-proof system, in my opinion,
Mhm.
that kept us sustained for years. You know, having a kapu going up, everybody's gonna know their fucking role all of a sudden,
Yeah.
especially during this dire time, brah. I mean, farmers will be a necessity.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
guys who know infrastructure will be a necessity too.
Yeah.
Our
Mhm.
carpenters,
Yeah.
our electricians,
Yeah.
our plumbers. They will like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we're adapting 21st century knowledge with the old school mentality, and that's why I think, and I'm an optimist. When the fucking society crashes, Hawaii with that mentality of the ahupua'a system and our cultural morals will keep us fucking right. I mean, there's some asshole people that
Not
that
everyone's
grew
gonna
up.
conform to that too.
Yeah, there's some asshole people, Hawaiians, it's, you know, including Hawaiians, that are fucking all about themselves and
Yeah.
won't conform, like you said, to
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah,
But
fight.
you know, I like to think most of us Hawaiians are brought up thinking of the greater good.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic the fact that, especially Hawaii, with all our resourceful Hawaiians that know trades, you know how to barter. May not be on food, on services. You know,
Mm-hmm.
those guys get paid in the ahupa fashion,
Yeah.
and that's why I think that we would bounce back as a society in Hawaii faster than a lot of people in the mainland,
Yeah.
bro. Yep.
Yep. See if we have to get that far.
Nah, I mean, I'm ready for it.
Fuck,
I'm
not
fucking
me.
ready for it. I'm fully sustainable. Other than like, I know how to clean water. I can catch water. So I think that's a good
Start. Yeah.
Yeah, I have all the systems need to clean the water, but fuck, man, that's probably the only caveat to the entire thing is that
Need
and like,
water.
yeah, a fuelless system,
Yeah. Fuck, be hard to get water. It's all fucked up, diverted, and fucking tainted.
Yeah, there's way to do clean water, especially catchment. Hawaii rains a lot, dude.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't rain, you got to think that, like, okay, it's conservation time.
Who's
Yeah.
that guy we met out in Big Island when we went up there? Fuck, who came over?
Oh, fuck.
Kanani's
Oh, yeah.
brother?
Yeah.
Was it the brother?
Yes, something like that.
He
He's
was
from
saying
Oahu,
how-
too.
Yeah, but he was saying how, like, he fucking had to fill his catchment, like, maybe twice or something since he's been there.
Yeah.
Like, it fills so often. And he's been there a while.
Right.
So I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I was like, really? Damn, you get that much water. There's only, like, the two of them, though, I think, too. But still, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but, see, that's Hilo. It rains a lot.
Fuck, yeah. Constant moisture.
My cousin's like, bro, my tank fill, like, overnight. Like, just
Yeah.
pounds rain. So, he lived
No
in
need rain.
Nanavale.
There's so much fucking moisture in the air already making water, too, constantly.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, you get rotting shit all over the place.
Yeah.
Moldy, everything.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
But I think, like, even bartering water.
Yep. Anything. Barter anything.
Yep. Just I think we'll be okay. I'm pretty optimistic in our situation that we'll be okay. Hawaii does have a lot of people, and we do fucking flip out when things get a little shaken.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when the nitty gritty happens, the people that aren't meant to be here and live that life, they'll leave. They'll
On a
find a way.
boat.
Either way, they'll leave.
Swimming.
Yep. Either
Yeah.
way, they're gonna.
People are going to panic.
Yeah. And, just be calm and fucking just think about how to keep alive and how to be sustainable, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we won't ever fucking get to that. I get scared for that for, like, my kids.
Why is that?
That they'll see a day like that,
Yeah.
at some point. It's
But
like,
why is that
fuck.
scary, though?
Nah, because that's a hard fucking time, And with the way this generation coming up is, not a lot of them are, like, into that.
Yeah,
You know,
but see,
we
like,
gotta
your
change that
kids, what are you
mentality.
afraid about, like, with your kids? Like,
Just going through a hard time like that.
Mhm.
That's a hard time. Fuck, who not scared of their kids,
I
Think
kinda-
think of that world. That's why. So we're talking about a world where we have to be sustainable because we were cut off to the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. There's a lot of people here, a lot of crazy people
Well,
here.
yeah, that's them. You know what I mean? Like, the people, yeah, I'd be afraid. You're right. But, like, growing up during a time of self-sustainability would definitely teach my daughter a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll teach her, and if she decides to have kids, it'll teach her kids how to fucking be survivors.
Yep.
My lineage will carry on forever because of what my daughter experienced.
Mm. Mm.
Slaughtering animals, farming your food, cooking it properly, what to see, what not to see, as far as, like, clean water, clean living situation, like, teaching her that way instead of, like, hey, yeah, you got to do this computer programming and you got to do all this blah, 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 shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would be another alternative that I wouldn't be afraid about it. I mean, ideally, I like to stay in my little comfort little bubble, but nah, if the bubble should pop, I think she'd be okay. Cause
Yeah. Naturally worried about the kids.
you are?
Yeah, it's like a natural worry. I feel like.
Yeah. I worry
I'm just
for the
seeing
people
it.
out
I'm
there.
just seeing like me not being around, kind of thing, like that kind of worry.
Why wouldn't you be around?
No, I'm just saying, like, in that hypothetical world, that's what makes me worry.
Mhm.
If I'm not around.
Yeah, to protect your kids.
Yeah, like that.
Gotcha. So at 3 paper fatty time?
Yep. And then we'll call it down.
I'm stoked on that bong. Hey, shout out to fucking the next podcast. I'll bring the wave bong down that Joel hooked me up with.
Oh,
Bruh,
that's one he gave to you at the warehouse, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, I seen it.
Bruh,
I saw it.
That thing is such a fucking sick piece.
It's
The
nice,
way
yeah.
it hits. Shout out to Joel, man. Fucking, he's the guy.
Joe.
Fuck my he blew me original piece. and it got broke by a fucking unfortunate way.
Didn't he say he had an unfortunate event? All his fucking inventory, yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. So just the fact that he was able to do that shit, you know what I mean? That's like selfless shit. He could use the top dollar for that beautiful piece.
Can you talk about it?
Huh? I'm gonna bring him on. I'll let him talk about everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say.
I'll keep it fresh. Just the fact that he was able to do that and not even expect anything, like.
Oh yeah.
He was just
That's
gonna.
always cool.
He was just gonna give it to me, and I couldn't take it from him for free because I know that like he's spending money on materials, the time he took. You know,
It's the time.
it's an art piece, man.
Yup.
Fuck,
Art piece is the time.
You know what
It's
I mean?
not even
Like-
about the materials.
And the fact that the homeboy blew it, like a personal friend blew that piece, and like that's super fucking special.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That just tells you what kind of guy he is. You know, he's a fucking really good guy. So shout out to Joe, man,
See?
taking care, bro.
Potheads are pretty sentimental. It's good.
I think we're more compassionate than an alcoholic.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, anybody would say.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Way better.
You know, and that's why it. Oh, bro, it's another rabbit hole. Jobs. You know, like shit. I remember getting fired from a job because I tested positive for weed.
Mm.
It was like when I was like 20 years old. You know how fucking nerve wracking it was, like thinking there's a drug test looming over my head. You know, at any
Yeah,
point in
yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's fucking stupid, bro.
Yep. It's not cool for
Well,
this thing.
Yeah, and then my coworkers are getting drunk after work
I
and
know.
coming to work smelling like alcohol. like
Yeah.
driving the company
hungover.
truck. Yeah.
Even if they're just hungover, it's like fuck. Sometimes they don't sleep. I know people don't go sleep. They just come
'cause
straight
they're
work.
fucking probably doing coke too. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Fuck.
So like, you gotta think too, like the longevity of your fucking employees, bro.
Yeah.
Give them this.
I know, yeah. Like it's not. So what happens? That's the only thing, right? If it comes off.
Right.
I guess private companies will always have precedents. Like even if like the Fed is like, okay, it's off the schedule.
I think it's more so the insurance rates.
Mm.
I think the insurance rates is definitely proportionate to what you drug test for.
Mm.
Yeah, and how often you drug test your employees. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody can chime in on YouTube and shit, but I think drug testing is directly proportionate to your insurance and what they require.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. That makes sense.
Right? Like the less of a panel of a drug testing you require, the more likelihood of a fucking incident.
So they give you a discount basically if you're drug testing.
There you go.
Yeah. Check that box.
Right.
Bullshit.
Right? And you know, like we're just smoking fucking weed. We're not doing anything that's gonna dude, the next day I feel completely fine. You know?
Yeah. Every time.
So you want an employee, he'll just show
Sleep
up,
good.
smoke,
Man.
recover from the labor you just did.
I don't even need to do it during work. Just give it to me off of work. Like, at least, don't
True.
fucking, like, that's the one thing, like, you have a job and you have your personal life.
Yeah.
I don't think your job should fucking give a fuck what you do in your own personal time.
True. Unless
You
you're
know?
like doing something that's out of characteristic, like if you're like doing meth and shit and you're stealing from the
But,
company.
like, yeah, well, so when it starts affecting your job is a different story, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you keep your personal life just personal and don't start mixing it with your job, then it's all good. Right? I mean, even someone smoking meth, like, fuck, like, they can't say shit if they're coming in to work on time, doing their job, but they go home and they smoke meth. As long as, fuck, you can't say anything to the guy. I mean, like, yeah, you're going to tell him, like, oh, man, I wish you'd stop doing that. But, like,
Right.
you can't really fire him, can you, for that?
So you're open to the all drugs are legal aspect.
I'm trying to think why we would keep something illegal. Yeah, I think I kind of am to people's own freedoms. Like, if they're gonna fucking do something in the privacy of their own home, like, I mean, it's just like,
When does it spill over to public intoxication?
yeah, when you're outside and you're causing a ruckus and
Yeah,
like,
but, like what's gonna stop that from spilling over to like the homeless epidemic and like let's say like AIDS, hepatitis, like people
Like
are-
you just blow it up, you mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's so like
so like all of a
normalized
sudden we're
that-
gonna have like crackheads everywhere, you think? Like, is that
or
what you're
like,
saying?
it'll be more normalized, that behavior, because human nature, there's no govern to our addiction. We tend to run with our fucking addiction. Our addiction could be anything from sex, gambling, to fucking drugs and alcohol. It could be anything. But
Is that how it is in like Germany then? Isn't like everything legal in Germany?
bro, I mean, honestly, what kind of accurate information are we pulling from Germany?
Fuck, I don't know. I mean, but I just don't think like we're gonna be like, hey, everything's equal, and all of a sudden we're gonna have a bunch of crackheads.
No, I don't think it's like that by any means. But I'm saying that like there are people that's gonna be fucking dangerous to the
Oh
public.
yeah.
It's not gonna do away with. It's not the cure all to what's happening now. That's
Just
what I'm
like
trying to say.
just like guns. Should we just take away all guns?
No fucking way.
It's the
dude.
same thing, right? Like you're gonna have those fucking dummies, like right?
However, it's a lot. Guns are more regulated than drugs. Drugs you can manufacture in your house. Guns, a little bit harder to get material. You have to outsource in some sort of way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can grow ganja in my garage if I really wanted to. It's completely fine. And I remember during the black market days when I was growing, when everything was illegal in Hawaii, like, we would fucking make our own shit, like wire our own lights and do shit like that. Like, I would do my own HVAC from an AC in another room into the room,
shit.
So that's why I want to have Carmi on, because like I remember fucking parking like 3 blocks down from Carmi's spot and fucking walking 3 blocks to buy soil and carrying it in Kahala all the way back, and it's like fucking
I'm so far away.
because the police used to sit in the parking lot and watch you, bro.
Oh yeah,
If you're buying a lot of grow shit, like hydroponic shit especially,
for real?
take a picture of your license plates.
It's kind of fucked up.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
Super fucked up. I've been watching a lot of, I think on YouTube they're called Audit the Audit.
okay.
They should fucking sponsor us or give us a shout out now. But they review pretty much like all those like police interactions.
Uh-huh.
Like I was watching one where it was one of those fucking guys that just like to go and film the police station. They call themselves auditors too.
Gotcha.
And then they're testing the police. Like, so they're filming the police station, the police cars, so the cops naturally come out like, oh, what you doing? You know, he's like, I don't answer questions. Like, oh, you're out here looking at their stuff. Like, I don't answer questions. Are you detaining me?
Small kind
Like-
taunting.
Yeah, no, they're trying to test them.
Right.
You know, they're waiting for that one bad cop so they can film him and be like, oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
You know, but like this video breaks it all down, and then it talks about, okay, what this officer just said is not true, or whatever the fucking person is they pulled over said is true, and this is how the law is there. Like they go and they fucking find the law like 10-2.31 or whatever. They're
Like Mr.
this law is-
Checkpoint kind of deal.
yeah, you know, and be like, okay, yeah, this is the whatever the cop is talking about. These are the grounds they have to pull him over or whatever, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
All of that, they go through all that. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, they fucking break the whole thing down. And some of them are pretty crazy too. Like some of the instances, like later on, the cop gets fired or something, you know, after they do an internal investigation of how they handled whatever situation. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, you know what? I'll take this away. I love the police officers here in Hawaii. I think they're awesome. I got family in there, and like, everyone has a family member that has ties to a cop or is a cop. Love them to death, but, bruh, they don't know what they're doing. Like dealing with my situation, maybe the third or fourth time, with the interaction that I was having, I knew that, like, hey, these guys aren't educated in these things. They will give you the I don't knows, and like,
Yeah, I always try to think about like how they know exactly what law you're breaking or whatever the fuck. Like they know every single law. Like, do you
No.
know those fucking law? Like the law book is like ridiculous.
bro, I fucking went back and I was like, okay, what about this? And they're like, oh. I was like, oh, what? Do you mean to tell me I called you guys and I have everything going down? You can't do shit about it? Are you fucking serious? Then, you know what I mean? Like, you find out later, no, you really could have done something about it.
Yeah.
That's what's fucking infuriating, bro. I don't know how they would solve that, but
Yeah.
Hawaii's police are good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They're good guys. They
It's
don't.
more like
There's some
studying or
assholes out
training.
there, with every trade.
It sounds like laziness more though. Like if you bring something up, like, oh, we can look into that.
Yes.
Yes. Or if like it sounds like they don't really want to get into it.
I had an emergency call. Erik was there, bro. 911 emergency call. Guess how long it took?
What?
Hour 20 minutes.
For them to get here?
For them to
Or
get
whatever.
where I called. It was like, so I called in Waipahu,
Uh-huh.
and the station's right there.
Yeah.
Hour and 20 minutes. He
Why is
came up
that?
like the fucking pizza delivery guy. Like, oh, sorry, I'm so late. Like, I was like, oh, brah, if the situation was life and death, I would be reacting a little bit different right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Hour 20.
it was an hour and 20, dude.
Must not been an emergency to them.
I was like, bro,
I
what?
hope
You
they had
got
another
paid lunch
bigger
before
emergency.
you came.
I hope it was a bigger
Bro,
one.
Fucking, that was infuriating. That was like the one thing I was like, dude, you guys don't really know anything, huh? It's just a job to you guys.
That's the thing too. That's why people sometimes gotta be able to like defend themselves, and they want to like take away people's guns and shit. The fuck? Someone trying to shoot you. You gotta wait an hour 20 for fucking cops come. Nah,
Nah.
I'll handle it. Fuck all that.
100%. 100%. My uncles were hunters. My family, there's a lot of hunters in my family. I'm not a fucking hunter,
Me too.
but I do agree with firearms. I do agree that I think that's the one good thing about America that we have is fucking the right to have a firearm, because that's, whether people like it or not, that's taking matters into your own hands physically. It gives you that reassurance that if there is a fuck it button and like life or death matters, you are in control of that situation.
Yeah.
That's the peace of mind of someone that has a firearm. Is like, you got a firearm, dude. If all else happens, there's nothing more he can bring than another firearm. So
Yeah.
there's nothing more, like, you are prepared for every situation.
Yeah.
Right.
You're on top.
And yes, and that's my take on the firearms. Like, I always grew up around firearms. It was in my uncle's glass case. He always showed me how to properly handle a fucking firearm,
Mm-hmm.
but he also showed me not to fucking touch it.
Yeah.
What do you do with this? No, don't touch that, uncle. Okay.
Yeah.
But if I was to tell you, hair, clink, I know exactly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That, I think that's responsible fucking gun ownership.
Yeah. Which most fucking gun owners are. The
Yes.
vast majority is what I always tell people. Because people are like, oh, got this mass shooting, that mass shooting. I'm like, okay. If most of the people that own guns turned into mass shooters, we'd be fucked.
Dude, the government would shut down.
We'd be fucked.
There's so much fucking people with guns.
Fuck yeah. So like people, I don't think people realize like, I feel like just how, I mean, it's shitty that anyone dies in those situations, but I feel like it doesn't happen that often when you look at how much people actually own guns.
Yeah, it's just
The
to warrant
ratio.
that response.
It's the ratio.
Yeah.
You know? But I know, I get it. Some people are like, oh no, it should be 0 deaths. Doesn't matter. Like, so a lot of people always say that people that are for guns, they were like, oh, so you're okay with people dying, and that fucking, you know what I mean? Like, oh, then you're okay. Like if someone gets shot, you don't care, but like at the same time, it's like shit. So if you take away all like legal guns, who's to say there's not illegal guns
Exactly.
still out there?
Exactly.
So no, I get just shot like without even like a fighting chance,
And here's another thing: conceal and carry. I think that's all right, but at the same time, like, I really don't know if Hawaii's ready for that yet. I don't, dude. Remember the time we had tasers legal? People was going bananas.
Yeah, but I wasn't hearing about a bunch of people getting fucking tased.
I was.
For real?
Fuck
I didn't
yeah.
fucking hear about that.
Just fucking guys unconscious, zapping
Yeah.
people. So like, I think like there are that few gun owners that's really responsible in Hawaii. How we were raised, dude. How we were raised in Hawaii, and when you go out at an event, I'm talking about like, say you go out to the club, or you go out to the fucking I don't know, fuck, anywhere, an event, and there's conceal and carry, bro, there's a lot more collateral damage that can happen during that time than say you're at home or you're in your backyard fucking holding your gun. You know what I mean? Like, I think that there should be extra special laws in Hawaii.
So you
We're not ready for that.
shouldn't be able to carry a gun into a concert.
Nope.
See, my argument and the argument I always hear is, what's going to stop the guy that wanted to make trouble from doing that?
Well, that's when you have trained security guards with its armed. Those guys, they're vested up. They're hanging out in the back, chilling. They're in the crowd. They're watching.
But I guess it's still the same scenario. You're putting your life in someone else's hands rather than trying to control that yourself.
Yeah, but you're also
I
taking
haven't.
someone else's life. You know, it's selfish. Yeah, you're protecting your life, but blah, 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 the guy's shooting. I go and try and fucking fire back. And I fucking fire, but someone steps in front because it's crowded. They're running.
Mm-hmm.
Bah! And you shoot and fucking kill a kid or a fucking mom or, you know what I mean?
But that's why, like, that's why, like, I feel like there should be training and classes. Like, if you're going to do that, like, you got to be responsible.
No
enough
can
to
when there's
not know.
alcohol involved in the venue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I always thought, too. But that's why, I don't know, I was always...
To me, classrooms, the teacher should be firearm trained.
Oh, yeah. No, but I mean, like, in those situations, it's always rough because, like that particular situation, like, I don't know, you know, whether people should be allowed to carry or not. Because I think that when they make those gun-free zones, is like ringing the dinner bell.
Nah.
Fuck yeah.
I don't think so, man.
Like, if I'm going to go shoot up a bunch of people, I'm going to go to a gun-free zone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, like the guy in Vegas, people are actually firing back at that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But, like, that one that happened in a movie theater, that was a gun-free zone.
Yeah, but that's a fucking movie theater, dude. You know how much people they're caught off guard anyway. It's dark. Like, dude, by the time you hear a couple of shots, like, and you find out where the guy is, dude, he's like halfway through his mag already.
But still, like, you could stop him at some point at least, rather than not being able to stop him at all, you know?
Okay, and this is even a fundamentaler question. What's to say who has fight or flight and has a firearm and is trained during that fucking moment?
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, that's why.
I would even risk it because of there's collateral damage. Say the guy shows up and shoots like 5 people, but you fire back and kill 3 more fucking people in the process. Now you got 2 mass shooters in one fucking tightly packed area.
I don't know what they teach in that situation. I'm sure they teach something though.
Yeah, run away.
There
Try
has
to get
to
the
be.
fuck
See,
out
exactly.
of there.
So, and if you're trained correctly, that's what you're gonna do.
Right.
You're not gonna shoot back. So if you shoot back, then that's on you.
Right, but see, now you're talking about like, okay, remember the time you're saying like, oh, you're trusting your life in someone else's hands.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not true because your first reaction is taught to run away. The guys who are taught to fire back will fire back, but they're trained because they're going to clear the fucking pathway of their firing. So like that, I think is the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And people can have trained individuals that's trained for that particular scenario. That's going to be like, oh fuck, there's people I can't fire, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess that's all the little details, you know. We'll never fucking know. And I hope I'm never in that situation.
Right. And if we run the fuck away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop a guy shooting. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah, if I have a clear path, I think I would fucking just...
I'd pop him if the situation was right and I had a firearm on me and I was thinking in that manner, like, oh, yup, I got a clean shot. I'm going to get this motherfucker. Then I could be like, yup, fuck yeah.
But that's why I think, like, again, going back to the majority of gun owners are responsible. That's a responsible decision. You know what I'm saying?
Much gun owners are pussies and just want to walk around with a gun. You know, who's actually going to spring into action, fire back accurately without hurting anybody in the process?
Yeah, but then again, that's on you.
That's like fucking fucking Sergeant
That's
Riggs
the
over
same.
there, lethal weapon.
It's the same as the risk we're taking by having guns legal and available as having a mass shooter that goes and buys a gun legally. It's like all the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like a guy that's fucking like shaky because he's in that situation and goes and shoots someone innocent. Like, You know, it's just fucking.
The scenario has to present itself. So like we're talking about a public area, right?
Yep.
So if we're in a public area, and you have a mass shooter, the security is at fault because they're supposed to screen that shooter before he comes in.
Yeah.
You know, the movie theaters. Shit. Now let's go have fucking, whatchamacall? Metal detectors. You know, let's have security out there. That's what's got to change. It's the guns are going to be there regardless of who has them.
So we gotta have metal detectors everywhere now.
I think that's a good start. It's just running through a halo. You know what I mean? Like, it's either that or mass shootings. Either that or lose your gun rights. Like, I think that's the least we could do to keep all rights and people safe.
I'd like to hear the argument against that. It'll probably be some kind of like invasion of privacy argument.
Whatever, man. They did it in schools.
Yeah.
You know, like schools had to do that shit. I remember living in Long Beach during college, and Jordan High School had that shit.
Yeah, I know. I remember seeing movies like they have that shit.
Yeah.
The mainland,
South
all the
Central,
time.
man.
Yeah.
Like, they all had that shit. Oh, dude, fucking Raws sucks so bad. I'm sorry, Raws. If you're ever listening, I'm sure you're not, but it does not stick.
Oh, 1:38.
Is that what time it is?
That's how long we've been going.
Oh.
I don't know, up to you if you want to try and like just wrap them and smoke it after.
I think we're on the roll. Nah. Yeah, man, I just hope, like, I think that, like, back to the original conversation of what we're up to. I just want to make sure that I can, whatever I'm doing in this cannabis industry is pono. You know, I don't want to be caught up with the whole, oh, this fucker is just about the money. Like that, I would lose sleep off of that shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't raised that way, and I sure as fuck don't want to be like that. So, I mean, the soil company coming out, I want to make sure that, yeah, I can feed my family, but at the same time, I'm giving the people an option, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not bringing in nothing foreign. If I am, it's going to be in a minimal quantity possible. And, yeah, just do it that way. Because I know for a fact that what's coming out of the store is not going to hurt our fucking ecosystem one bit.
Yep. It's the main thing I think people are looking for.
Yeah.
Especially in like any industry where you're like growing shit, unless you're like Monsanto or something. But
Fuck those guys.
I mean, all the people that like, I feel like most of your customers are gonna be like that, like care about what they're putting in. You know, probably a lot of them are food, not just like. So you must get like how much? What do you think is? Well, never mind.
What's that?
No, you get a lot of farmers, like
Choke farmers.
Actually, like food. Yeah.
Choke food farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, more food farmers and landscapers than cannabis farmers.
See, that's what I was gonna ask. I didn't know if I should ask that though, but
Nah, yeah, that's totally fine. Everyone knows what we specialize in as far as the shop goes, cannabis, but we're not a one-trick pony.
yeah, it's all like almost the same shit, right? You're trying to grow something. That's why.
Yeah, and I know like for a fact that people like Roundup is a big topic now, right? And it's been giving people non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and all this shit. So I kind of noticed, right? I just went and got organic weed killer. So give people an option, you know what I mean? And I think that's just a small little turn that I try to make to hopefully inspire people. And that's why I hope what I'm doing is pono.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing out of this whole fucking thing is like, I'm doing this because I love it. I could be doing other things to make me just as much money. I actually don't make any money doing this shit, right? But yeah, I mean, I just want it to be pono, and I want like my daughter especially to look back and like, oh yeah, my fucking dad did this shit because he was truly passionate about what he did.
Yeah.
And he knew that it'd help out people. Like, I just want to be known as a good guy to my daughter.
Yeah.
My dad was a good fucking dude. He helped out people. That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's all we want is for our kids to be proud. Yeah.
Yep.
It's always the main thing. And to be proud of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be proud of my daughter no matter what.
Yep. Shit.
She makes me proud by her resilience. Oh shit, my bad, dude. Her resilience and ability to adapt to situations, bruh. Like, I look up to my daughter in that aspect, and I kind of feed off of her. Like, if there's something that comes up, I'll take it with a smile. I'll take it I'll be happy about it, and I'll make the most of it. And a lot of people, not even children nowadays, a lot of people can fucking learn from that. You know, my daughter's not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. But that's something that I take away from her that fucking inspires me. It was like, bro, you're always smiling. It makes me feel like a good dad that my daughter is always smiling. But when I look deep into it and I look at her, I'm like, fuck, bro. That's her. She's just super strong, you know? Super
crazy,
positive.
yeah. That's good.
And I can't take any credit. That's her, you know? So she's teaching me. And I was telling this to Ashley, like, I totally think that she's older than I am. I think that she's led more lives than me. She's teaching me, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I'm the kid in this situation. It's just so happens I entered this lifetime earlier than she did, but she probably lived way more lives than me and was able to adapt towards that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We're the students a lot of times when it comes to them.
All we're telling our children is, while we're here, this is what we learn. Physically while we're here. But they're telling us, shit, this 7 lives that I've lived, this is what I learned. And it's something that they can't really verbalize. It just happens and you have to pick up on it. Yeah, it's rough, like, even talking about it, because, like, kind of reliving what she went through. But the fact that she fucking took it with grace is such an inspiration. Like, I'll take it for that. That's a lesson. If she won't break, I won't break. So, life can try.
It's probably because of you, though.
I can't take credit for that. No way.
Nah, dude.
Nah.
I think you should take some.
Nah, she's her own person. You know, I was worried about me at that time and her, but, like, if I didn't hold it together, she couldn't. You know what I mean?
That's why you should take some of that credit. If you couldn't, then she couldn't. Like,
Yeah.
nah, they're gonna see it because they'll see it in you. I'm sure there's some of it's got to be her.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But if they see it in you, like, that's when they're like, oh shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
They sometimes they can probably like play the oh shit, okay, I'm gonna help you because they see it in you. But sometimes they're gonna it'll kind of scare them and make them like, oh shit, like, should I be worried? You know.
Yeah, and just the psyche of her. You know what I mean? Like, to keep straight.
Yep.
Yeah. And then be on top of all her responsibilities. You know, I mean, she slipped up a couple times, but cherry.
But for what was going on, it's
bruh.
nothing. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. No, that was partly you too, I think. Because even I'm like, damn, dude, this guy's fucking holding it together right now. Even I'm like, that's why even Eric's like, are you okay for real? Like,
No, I had a lot of
for
people
real?
in my life that made me super happy, you know.
because I would not be okay if I was in your shoes.
No, I had a good support system. My daughter was a big part of motivation for me, but it was like the people that's around me that fucking always made me smile and like just showed me
It's
a lot
good.
of love. Yeah. We should all be blessed, you know. But yeah, Pono shit,
Always.
Always, bro. And that's what's gonna keep us together, like our community, just us living on a fucking rock. Like,
Yep.
dude, just operate fucking to your best ability with consideration for the other human being.
Yeah.
It's that
Fuck
simple.
yeah. That's what I always tell people. Like, I don't know, what I like to try to think about is, it's like, do whatever makes you happy as long as it doesn't infringe on someone else's happiness.
Yeah.
You know?
If taking a shit makes you happy, just make sure it's not by my feet.
Yep.
Simple.
On my head.
On my head, on my food.
On my bed.
Yeah, on my bed. On my pillow.
Some crazy fucking girl.
Yeah, don't fart on my pillow.
On my bed. You know about that shit?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah, dude, that was like
Crazy, huh?
Dude, you know what's fucking gangster of Johnny Depp? Him rolling up, jamming Exodus, and smoking fatties in his Escalade.
When?
Dude, with his lawyers and shit. You didn't see
What?
that?
Not.
It was right before the fucking verdict of what they're gonna. And he was like, Exodus. He just pulled up, dude, like a gangster.
Gonna be smoking a joint about to walk into court.
Why not?
What?
Why not? It's a civil case, bro. They're fucking.
Still, like, this character, yeah.
He was
This
so
case is a
confident
lot
he was
about
gonna
character.
win. That's how confident he
They
was.
made her look dumb.
Dude,
She made herself look dumb, actually. Who does, like, dude, she was completely it looked like a fucking act from her.
I mean, look at Johnny Depp. Like, you don't think Johnny Depp is that type of guy, Like, he looks like a weirdo. I mean, he seems like a weirdo, but
There were probably times, like, he's fucked up, too. Like,
that's
he's
what I'm
fucked
saying,
up.
But the shit she was accusing him of is kind of like, I don't know.
He probably had some times where he was fucking gone. And, like, I'm not saying he beat the shit out of her or anything like that, but,
Right.
I'm sure, like, she got the video of him, like, throwing shit and all that. Like, I'm sure he's raged.
I'm sure he's raged.
Which is, yeah, you got something going on with you too, buddy, Like, even because all the things I saw it as it was, like, two fucked up individuals in a fucking relationship together.
Super toxic relationship.
Yeah, super toxic. They both need help, honestly. I mean, Johnny Depp
He just
as
has better
much
lawyers.
Yeah, that too. But he might not need as much help as her, but, like, she definitely needs a lot of fuck. She's crazy.
Bro, if you come out of Hollywood, you need a little bit of help.
Fucking
bro.
delusional. Well, childhood star too. Yeah, I feel like it's those childhood stars are, like, fucked up.
Bruh, have Drew rant on. Not even rant. I don't even say rant. Have him speak about Hollywood and the inner workings of Hollywood to be successful. Fucking creepy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Holy shit.
Look at the whole Weinstein
PG.
stuff and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that, like, that's for sure.
Bro, so upcoming guests and shit. I wanted to do that pregnancy one.
Yeah.
I don't want it to get anybody into trouble, but I want to do it, and I want people to like, hopefully, like, moms speak up about it. Not put under stress during pregnancy. And it's like, fuck, I'm gonna get my kid taken away.
Someone did respond saying they had an actual, like, prescription from the doctor to
No
smoke.
fucking wrong.
So that would fuck. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what they said, but, like, that would be the perfect person because they might not feel like they'd get in trouble. It's like, I got a prescription.
I wanted to have two people on. One person in that avenue where they had the doctor's blessing, and one person who just did it and
Just did it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what did they think about while they're going through it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I got a prescription. I'm good. Or nah, fuck that. I'm burning on it. I hope the doctors don't do anything.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
150.
Yeah, you wanna shut it down?
Yep. I think you got to do the rundown. I don't know what the fuck.
All right. Thanks.
I know I can do tell everyone they can find you.
Yeah, do that part, man, because I
just did it.
Oh yeah. All right. So shout out to our sponsors: Brutal Mars, Meat Lux, Dynasty Genetics. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Small Kind High. Yeah. Don't forget those guys. Check them out on IG. Smallkind_high. I'm the Grow Guru. You can check me out, the Grow Guru Hawaii. Also have a shop, Oahu Garden Supply, out on Waipahu, 94150 Leo Street. Come check me out. We're open every day but Sunday, The weekends 10 to 4, and it's 9 to 6 on the weekdays. Got two homies that help me out, Jordan and Kalei. Jordan's on the afternoon. Come check him out. He's a pretty good grower. He knows his stuff around, specifically weed. Kalei is a farmer. He was on the podcast, like the second episode.
Something like
Yeah,
third,
we should bring him back though. He definitely should come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good farmer. Check him out on IG at Superb Hawaii. I'm just giving everybody shout outs. Like, fuck, dude.
Erik would be smacking you right now.
Yeah, I know, right? He's not here though.
Oh, fuck, too bad, sucker.
Shout out to Turtle Doves.
Yes,
Check out Mike Bud Nayked, Bud
Yes,
_, Naked, and Mike Liano Photography. Check out Erik, Voices from the Planet, on IG and YouTube, I believe. And congratulations, Erik, on your new baby.
Congrats.
All right, check you guys out later. Aloha.
Shoot.